I bet you didn't know one document could rewrite the entire retail story. Before anyone called it fraud, a paper trail quietly shaped the outcome. Not a rumor, not a tip, an actual record that arrived early. And once it surfaced, the same warning signals looked intentional. This is the part most people miss. Here's the shift. Investigators stopped asking if it happened, asked why. This is the part most people miss. Because the document didn't read like confusion. It read like planning. The language matched operations, not mistakes. Timelines lined up too neatly. This is the part most people miss. It referenced actions that were supposed to be hidden from ordinary scrutiny. Most collapses look messy in hindsight. This one looked engineered on paper. And that's what changed everything for the fraud signal. Context turned suspicious. Imagine a warning flare. Now imagine it was pre-approved to keep burning. The first document acted like a timestamp for intent, not just risk. Once you have that, mistake starts to sound like a story after the fact. The fraud signal wasn't new. What was new was who had it and when. Because the document showed decision makers treating risk like a managed variable. That's how you go from panic to strategy, using the same signals differently. It also exposed a chilling pattern. Documentation always appeared before accountability. When investigators see that, they stop tracking losses and start tracking purpose. Because purpose leaves traces, especially when teams coordinate around them. This is the part most people miss. Think about retail customers. The harm feels sudden, but the paperwork doesn't. The collapse hits headlines, the earlier document stays in boxes, then resurfaces. When it did, it made prior oddities look like rehearsed steps. Suddenly, what looked like bad luck started resembling a coordination problem. And coordination is the enemy of the nobody knew defense. This is the part most people miss. I bet you didn't know intent can be documented without ever saying fraud. The meaning hides in what the document omits and what it preserves. It preserved approvals, not explanations. It preserved direction, not doubt. This is the part most people miss. That difference is why investigators treated it as a turning point exhibit. Once the exhibit anchored intent, every later claim had to match it. And that's when the narrative stopped being what went wrong and became who chose. The first fraud signal looked accidental until this document gave it context. So the next time you hear unintentional, ask one question: what was documented first?